to share something with you really fast concerning like a breakthrough that I feel like I've experienced. And what it has to do with is getting off that emotional roller coaster of, one day you'll be on this high of feeling like you're really close to God, you're really spiritual, you have a lot of faith, a lot of hope, a lot of joy. And then the very next day, you're just hit and you feel like you are hopeless about the future, like you feel depressed or sad. Like I used to be on an emotional roller coaster like that all the time. And I just kept being like, Lord, why can't I get freedom in this area? But the other day, I was journaling, and that's when I hear from God the most, like getting rhema words for myself, like where God's speaking to me. And I was asking him about something that I felt like he had asked me to do. But it's something that like I've always wanted to do. It seemed too good to be true. And I'm like, Lord, is this really something you're telling me to start pursuing? Or am I making this all up? Because it seems like, it's just too good to be true. And he said, instead of just saying yes or no, he said, because God always does that, it seems like he addresses the root problem. And there's so much more freedom in that than just saying yes or no. Like, what do you learn from saying yes or no? Like, even with your own kids, like, you want to teach a lesson. But anyway, he said, are you going to believe what I'm telling you, or are you going to believe what Satan's telling you? And whatever you choose, you'll get. So, Satan comes to you and he says, your future's hopeless, whatever it is, and it makes you feel sad, depressed, dejected, hopeless. And he talks down about you, he makes you feel bad about yourself, whatever it is. If it's negative, it's not from God. But God said, if you choose what I'm telling you, you can also have that. And so it's kind of like the world like manifesting what they want. Just the fact that they think that they can do that shows that there is a spiritual aspect to that in a way, because they're choosing not to believe what Satan's telling them, which is always hopeless, always bad. But if God's telling you to do something, and I'm not going into the world manifestation stuff, I do not believe in that. But if you go the way that God was saying it, it's that, you need to be like a child. Children believe everything their father tells them, and they do not doubt. And so it's the same tactic that Satan used in the garden, which was to say, did God really say? Did God really tell you to do that? Is God really saying that about you? And the truth is, yes. So children don't doubt. And so we need to be like children and not doubt our Father and what He's telling us. That if we would just believe what God says 100%, then we will have what God has for us. And we would get off that roller coaster that is so horrible to be on. It's just this constant battle. And you can't figure out, why can I not quit feeling this way? The reason why is because you actually are believing that thought that Satan's planting in your head. It really is true. The battlefield is really in your mind. But you can get off that battlefield if you just stay in God's camp. And so if you believe 100% of what God's telling you, be like a child, then you can have what God has for you. And you can have the freedom and the joy and the hope that He has for you as well. So anyway, I hope that gives you freedom too.